Oh my. So today we're going to take a look at the Bandai's Nightingale. This is the Reborn 100 version, which was released I think around 2014. So this is a pretty old kit. Now, forgive me, I don't really know the whole, well, I don't know anything about this. All I know is this was never depicted in the anime of Gundam. I think it's mostly in the manga. And this is some sort of weird timeline thing that this is Char's other Sazavi in the Gundam timeline. If you guys know, let me know, but I didn't really get it for the history or the story. I got it because this thing looks absolutely ridiculous. Now I did get the HG one, this one, and I think this one is better, but it doesn't have that scale to it, you know? I got this one because I like the scale, but it does lack a few design elements I liked in the HG one. So yeah, I basically got this because I like how stupid it looks. Stupidly good. So with that being said, let's take a look at them. And here is the Nightingale. Now I'm doing something different with my collection. I'm basically hiring a guy to build them and paint them, and usually my brief is to make it look worn and abused, and this is what he came up with. So yeah, with that being said, let's take a closer gander at him. And here's a closer look at the Nightingale, and as you can see, it is a very ridiculous looking Gundam. I mean, look at that. It's just a very, it's just ridiculous how this robot looks, basically. It doesn't look like it can maneuver at all, but because it has all these thrusters on it, it can maneuver pretty well. So this is what my customizer did. I didn't want to have a lot of battle damage. I just want it to look weathered, like it hasn't gone into battle yet. But it has seen some, so it has some weathering, some scrapes, some environmental damage, basically. Yeah, this is it's a very huge thing, you know. I have no idea where to put this. I ordered this guy last year, and I've only recently got him last month, I think, or 2 months ago. And I'm really happy with what he did with it. So he doesn't come with a lot, he just comes with like 3 things. First, he has a shield here, which is weathered. So there is a little battle damage here, which makes sense. It's a shield, it's supposed to have damage. So there is some weathering, because I told him I want every inch of this to have some sort of weathering. I don't want it to have like just gray. You need to do something, just highlight some stuff. Yeah. So this is his weathered shield. Put that here. Next you have his I think this is called a tomahawk axe. I could be wrong. So it is weathered as well. And lastly, we have his big old gun. Let's see if I can frame that. This robot has a tough time holding this thing. Not because it's heavy, it's because its arms are too small, or it just doesn't grip it in a very natural way. So it does articulate there. And yeah, that's about it, really. He doesn't really come with much, being a huge robot, which is kind of disappointing because the HG one does come with a bit more. So yeah, with that being said, let's load him up. And here's the Nightingale all loaded up. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have the 2 spindly arms that comes out of his skirt to hold the 2 beam saber thingies. The HG one does have that, but this one doesn't, so that's kind of a that sucks. Oh well. So this is him. Let's do one spindly round. So you can see, you know, thrusters there, thrusters there, thrusters there, thrusters here. And it needs the fuel consumption to basically function those massive thrusters. It's like this thing is just full of thrusters. So yeah, this is him. So with that being said, let's do some close-ups. And this is a close-up of the Nightingale 100 Reborn. I did do a bit more research about this particular Gundam penis. So this is the novelization of the Sazabi, right? And the Sazabi we all recognize is the anime version. So the Nightingale never really had an anime debut. This is mostly in the manga or novels. Again, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm always am. I just like the way this guy looks. It's just a very ridiculous looking Gundam. So you get the fuel rods there. And homie always freaks me out when I turn this because I'm just waiting for it to snap. I also don't like how floppy it is though. You know, can't do anything about that. So my guy did weather all the nooks and crannies, where the robot might ding in some places. You know, when it's reversing, it might hit like a crate or something. So it has that damage. But it's not really battle damage, you know. It's worn. It's a worn robot. Except for the shield. The shield does have some battle damage. But overall, I specifically asked him not to have battle damage. Just make it look worn and abused. Like it hasn't seen a good paint job in a few years. So yeah, this is my Reborn Nightingale. So with that being said, let's try and attempt to find a place for this guy in my room. Oh dear. And this is where I'm going to have to put him for now, unfortunately. It's the only place that could really house him safely, I guess, but I don't know how safe it is. He's basically on a stool in the middle of my room, so he's gonna topple over one day. So yeah, that concludes my little show and tell of this Nightingale. Let me know what you guys think. And with that being said, thanks for watching. And as always, go get him.